Shalom, shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Yasha Allah. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, and I do so by Hashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai, right? Called Tapalawaf La Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, right? Of course, double honors to the elders and apostles who rule well and who taught us this truth. Shalom to the righteous Akim wa Akwaf that are in this truth, right, and are pushing this truth in sincerity, right? Shalom to all the camps out there that are pushing this truth in sincerity as well by Hashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Shalom to the Akim that are pushing to labor in this truth, that I haven't hit the highways and the byways yet, but are studying and striving to go out there and teach your people, right? Shalom to the hopeful elect, right? Shalom to you, right? Yabaraka Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, right? All praises to the Most High God, right? So what we're gonna go over today, man, is right, faith, man, and not to ever lose faith, no matter what, right? Don't lose faith. And we're gonna go over Matthew 14, right? Dealing with Peter, right? On how Peter lacked faith, right? When Yahweh Shai, when he walked on the water and he told Peter to come forward, right? And walked on the water. So Peter walked, but what happened to Peter? He fell, right? It was lack of faith, man, right? The Most High inquires us to never lack, right? We're not supposed to be lacking in this truth, right? We have to strive, right, for perfection, strive to receive the crown of life, right? And just keep the faith alive, right? Do the works, keep that faith strong and sturdy, man, right? Because the Most High is what? Our rock. He's our fortress, right? The word of God, he's a shield and a buckler unto you, right? So we gotta stay girded up in this truth, right? So we can't lack, right? We have to stand firm in this truth, right? By Hashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai, right? So we're gonna go to Matthew 14 and verse 23. It says this basically the story is when right, the most Yahweh Shai he's about to go pray, and he sent his crew, his Akim, right, on a ship, right? So we're gonna go over this, right? And it says, verse 23, Matthew 14 and 23 says, and when he had sent the multitudes away, he went up into a mountain apart to pray. So, right, so he set himself aside. He was like, look, y'all go, I'm gonna go up here, I'm gonna go pray, I'm gonna have some one-on-one time with the Father. And that's a perfect example too, because this is a perfect example that we need to always have that one-on-one time with the Most High Yahweh, right? Because although we may have many distractions, and you may not have all the time in the world to do everything. Like literally in a day, within 24 hours, you can't do everything in one day, right? But one thing we must always do is always dedicate time to the Lord, right? Always have that, you always have to have that special time with the Lord. Dedicate your time, right, to the Most High Yahweh, right? Reading His Word, right? Because people always like to ask, well, I want God to talk to me. Well, the Most High ain't gonna talk to you. You're not gonna hear a voice from the sky or from the heavens. You're not gonna hear it, right? You have the way that the Most High talks to us is through His Word, right? By Hashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai, right? So we're gonna read it again. It says, and when he had sent the multitudes away, he went up into a mountain apart to pray, right? And when the evening was come, he was there alone. Now, verse 24 says, but the ship was now in the midst of the sea, tossed with waves, for the wind was contrary. So imagine that, a ship rocking back and forth. The wind is just pushing it. It's going back and forth, back and forth. So it's like a storm, a mystical typhoon basically is happening, right? Right, so let's keep going. It says, verse 25, it says, and in the fourth watch of the night, Yahweh Shai went unto them walking on the sea. So the fourth watch, right, is basically, this is late night, man. It's like right before the rooster, hollers, man. You know what I'm saying? When the cock crows, right? It was like 4 a.m. Now of course, you got chemtrails and shit. So the rooster, he might be waking up 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning. Maybe he might do it at midnight. When you go into the countryside, the roosters be crowing all goddamn day because of the pollution that we have in the air. You know what I mean? So, but you know, he's at the, you know, he's at night, fourth watch, right? So like around after midnight, right? And then it says, went unto them walking on the sea. So, you know, you have to have spiritual eyes to understand what's going on here, right? Yahweh Shai is walking on this, and he's walking on the water, walking on the sea, right? This, you know, like, you know, this is the power of the Most High, right? This is how you know Emmanuel, right? Meaning God be with us, right? God is with us, right? The Most High, he sent this only begotten son to be with us. And Yahweh Shai, he's literally walking on this water, right? And watch what it says next. It says, verse 26, and when the disciples saw him, so they seen him walking on the water. It says, on the sea, they were troubled, saying, it is a spirit, and they cried out for fear. So, you know, when you see spirits, like, you know, people call them ghosts or whatever, right? Or people that have passed on, right? You know, people that are, they say, quote unquote, purgatory, or like waiting, right? Whatever, right? But you know that it's basically, those are like, you know, spirits that are, what they say, they're trapped, right? And of course, you know, the Most High also makes spirits that are for vengeance. But this is Yahweh Shai, and they have fear, so they thought, oh, it's got to be a demon, it's a ghost or something, it's coming to haunt us. Like, because there's, you know, the storm's going on, so there's a lot of things going on. Imagine this, man, being in the flesh, you're looking at all this, you're like, oh my God, there's a storm, the ship's about to explode and break apart, and we're seeing a ghost walking on water. This is crazy, it's scary, right? It's I could just imagine it, like the scene of how it's looking, it looks pretty intense, scary, right? It says, verse 27, but straightway Yahweh Shai spake unto them, saying, be of good cheer, it is I, be not afraid. So the Most High, so like Yahweh Shai, right? Yahweh Shai is looking at them, and he's telling them, hey man, stop being, why you afraid? It's me. I'm your brother, Yahweh Shai. It's me, man. Don't be afraid, be of good cheer, right? Rejoice, be happy. I'm right here, man. I only went to go pray for a little while. You know what I mean? I'm just coming back, and this is Yahweh Shai showing his power. Remember, when Yahweh Shai come back, he's going to be as a God, right? But this is a perfect example of how we need to be more spiritual. You know what I mean? And always pray to the Most High, right? And that way we can receive that power, right? Because the Most High Yahweh is our power, right? You know that movie Shazam, when the voice from the heavens is telling Shazam. It's basically the story. It's basically Moses, right? Talking with the chariot. Telling him, say my name, say my name. He says, Shazam, Shazam. And he got that power, right? So we have to do the same thing. Yahweh is our power, right? So Yahweh Shai is telling them, hey, don't be afraid, man. I'm right here, man, right? And then look what happens. And Peter answered him and said, Lord, if it be thou, bid me come unto thee on the water. So he's saying, if that's really you, Yahweh Shai, then you would allow me to walk on the water towards you, right? So watch this. It says, and he came, and he said, come, right? So Yahweh Shai said, come on, I'm going to show you what's really me, right? And then when Peter was come down out of the ship, so he got out the ship, and he says, he walked on the water. So look, this is how you have to be spiritual in this truth. He's literally walking on the water. And it says to go to Yahweh Shai. But when he saw the wind boisterous, he was afraid. So that fear came upon him, right? That fear came upon him. That's why you can, listen, eliminate that fear. And Most High did not give us a spirit of fear, right? He gave us that power, right? That's why call on the Lord Yahweh, right? By Hashem HaMashiach, by Malak Yahweh Shai. That's what we need to be doing, man, right? That's what we need to always be glorifying the Most High and praying towards the east, right? Praying towards the heavens, man. Right? Look up steadfastly into the heavens, right? You have to be, renew your mind in this truth, man. Right? Always stay hooked on this truth, man. Right? The world gonna pass away, but this word will never pass, right? This word stays forever, right? The word of God is forever, man. Right? So he got afraid, and it says, and beginning to sink. So now he's sinking in the water. He cries, saying, Lord, save me. So what happened here? He lost faith. He sees him, and he sees if he would have just kept walking forward, that's why it says you got to be in that narrow path and forget about that broad path. Walk that narrow path. Keep walking forward. Forget about what's going on. You could, like, even in Sodom and Gomorrah, right? When the angel told Lot and his family, just keep walking forward, don't look back. This is the same example. Peter, he lacked faith, and he started sinking, and he's like, oh my God, Lord, help me, save me. So, right, and it says, Verse 31, and immediately Yahushua stretched forth his hand and called him and said unto him, O thou of little faith. So he said, man, what's wrong with you, man? I told you it was me, dog. Come on, bro. You know what I mean? And it says, wherefore didst thou doubt? Like, how you gonna doubt it's me, bro? I'm walking, like, it's fun. It's crazy how so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, who are the Israelites, right? You people could see a miracle happening in your face and still be like, I don't believe it. I give my mother for an example, which I don't want to do that, but hey, look, my mom, one example, like I would show her, because she says, I'm like Thomas, I got to see it to believe it. But you see it and still don't believe it. I showed her a picture of a rabbi doing a moit, right? Basically an oral circumcision on a young baby, right? I mean, on a baby, of course, on a young child, of course, a baby. That was what? And on the 8th day is what you get circumcised, right? So they have a moit, right? And literally, he's doing the oral circumcision. And my mom's like, I don't believe it. You're looking at it. What do you mean? That's what I'm saying. You have little faith. You could see the miracle happening in your face. You could see something that's a disaster happening. You could see something and you still are blinded, right? Because the devil has you blinded, right? Satan got you bound right now, man. That's why you have little faith. You got to have faith in his truth, man. Don't lack faith. Never lack. Right? One of the 12 stones in SICARII is a soldier shall not lack. A soldier never lacks. Present yourself properly and right, and always love the Most High first. Right? Put the Most High first in anything that you do. In all things. When you wake up, pray to the Lord. When you go to sleep, pray to the Lord. Midday, pray to the Lord. Did you finish eating? Pray to the Lord. You got a baby? Pray to the Lord. You found a wife? Pray to the Lord. Everything you pray to the Lord. Barakatah Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Always, man. This is a beautiful thing to do. Hey, man, I even rock it on my clothes, man. Yahweh, Yahweh, man, all day long, man. I just thought of a thing with Out of Sight, Brother Out of Sight, in that song, Yahweh, 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 man, all praises, Barakatah Yahweh. Right? That's what we need to be doing, man. Stay girded in this truth. The soldier doesn't lack, man. And Peter, we see Peter here lacking. A lot of you so-called Black and Hispanics, y'all have to stop lacking and stay in this truth and stay firm. Right? Even till death, Yahweh said, hey, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, he's right there, man. The Spirit of the Lord gonna be with you, even till death. You know what I'm saying? The concentration camps, the FEMA camps, they gonna come, man. Like a flood. And we gonna get into this, because basically what's happening is like the enemy cometh like a flood. Don't be afraid of the enemy. Right? Don't ever. That's how you know that the so-called white man is the devil, because they fucked our people up so bad that you want to kill people that look like you, right? Your own kind, but you're afraid to lift up the sword against the actual enemy, right? So let's keep reading. It says, and when they were come into the ship, the wind ceased, and then they that were in the ship came and worshipped him, saying, of a truth, thou art the Son of God. See that? So after that, they started to believe. So after that, right, they started to believe, man, and right, because they saw that you know, oh my God, that really is Yahweh Shai. He saved them, right? Wow, like the man lacked faith, and look, the Most High sent his Son, right, the Son of God, and that's how they know, like, you were sent from the Most High. You are the Son of God. I mean, who else can walk on water like that? That's a miracle. That's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? Like, imagine that, man. Right? Like, we're gonna have that power, like in the kingdom, just like Super Saiyans, man. Right, you see many false prophets attempting to quote unquote walk on water. No, that's just bullshit, man. You know, they ain't keeping no commandments. I've seen people try to quote unquote walk on water, like the magician Chris Angel, the mind freak, right? AKA the mind fucker, right? Another damn devil, right? The man try to convince people he's floating in the air, he's walking on water. It's all total bullshit, man. All the motherfuckers is actors anyway, man. It's all a joke. It's all mirrors. It's all smoke and mirrors, man. Right? At the end of the day, it's all a show. Right? It's hocus pocus. It's nonsense. Right? But when you stay girded in this truth, right, you never know what can happen. All things are possible when you follow Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and you keep these commandments. Right? So you don't be like this right here. Don't be like this right here, man. Peter lacked faith. And that's the point. Don't lack faith, because the enemy gonna come to you like a flood, man. Right? And you gotta always be prepared when the enemy comes to you like a flood. Right, let's look at the book of Isaiah chapter 59 real fast. Isaiah chapter 59 and verse 19. It says, so shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. Right? When the enemy shall come in like a flood. The enemy gonna come to you like a flood. What you gonna do on that day when the enemy comes to you like a flood? You gonna run in fear? Like a wuss? Don't be like that, man. Don't be like that. You gotta be, hey, keep the commandments, and the Most High gonna fight for you. Right? Who gonna rise up against me, right? Right? Matter of fact, let's just keep going. Matter of fact, no, let's get that quick precept actually. Psalms 94. Psalms chapter 94, verse 16. It says, who will rise up against me? Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? Right? Yahweh, you have to call upon the Lord Yahweh. Yahweh is the one that's going to save you. Right? Verse 17 says, unless Yahweh had been my help, my soul had almost dwelt in silence. So you have to understand, when Yahweh said Yahweh tried to help Peter, you have to understand that's technically it's Yahweh saving you. Right? Yahweh Shai is that vessel, right? What you would say, the humanoid vessel, right? A fleshly vessel, right? That's why I said Emmanuel, God be with us, right? The Yahweh Shai came in the flesh to be that savior, but the ultimate savior is the Most High Yahweh, right? That's why Yahweh has to be your strong fortress, right? And you have to have faith in Yahweh Shai, right? To pursue Deuteronomy 18:18, right? So Isaiah 59 and verse 19, again, it says, so shall they fear the name of Yahweh. Fear the name of the Most High, man. Have respect for his name. Remember that? A birdman, put some respect on my name. That's how the Most High feels. Yo, put some respect on my name, dog. Yahweh, man. Right? I'm your God, right? It says, and don't give no glory to nobody else but the Most High Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. It says, and his glory from the rising of the sun, right, from the east to the west, right, all over the earth, man. It says, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him, right? And remember Yahweh Shai, he quieted the wind. He said, shh, and the wind was quiet, man. And they believed, right? So let me see that again. I might have skipped that part. I read that already, right? So look, Matthew 14 and verse 32 again. And when they were coming to the ship, the wind ceased, because why? Yahweh Shai said, shh, and he quieted the storm. So you got to be like that, man, right? This is the true power of Abanawa Yahweh. Right? When you call upon the Lord like Shazam, right? That's how you get that. That's how you get that power, man. That spiritual power, man. I mean, ultimately, when we get to the kingdom, we're going to have that real spiritual power, right? When Yahweh Shai establishes his kingdom, that is, right? Isaiah 17. We're going to go to some more precepts, right? Isaiah chapter 17, right? Because the enemy coming like a flood. You got to be ready when the enemy comes to you like a flood, man. Don't be afraid. Be of good courage, right? Have no fear. Yahweh is here, right? Isaiah 17 and verse 13. The nation shall rush like the rushing of many waters. See that? So just like we saw in the story of Matthew 14, remember the flood is like nation, and the nations are gonna come in like a flood, right? Martial law, right? The military, the police, right? The police force. Right, and all the nations, they're gonna come in like a flood to you, man. Right, mercenaries and all of that, and they're gonna have no mercy, especially on those who on the believers of the Most High. We have to be ready, man. Be ready, right? Gird up your loins like a man, right? The nation shall rush like the rushing of many waters, but Yahweh shall rebuke them, right? And they shall flee far off, just like you saw Yahweh shall do it to the wind, right? Shall be chased as the chaff of the mountains before the wind, and like a rolling thing before the whirlwind. See that? So the Most High, right? That's why he sent forth the Son Yahweh Shai to do what? To show, hey, listen, man, the power that he has. Follow what he says, because everything that he said, he's my only begotten Son. Whatever he says, you listen to what he says, because what he says is what I commanded him to say. Right? Yahweh Shai didn't have his own he didn't have his own will. He couldn't do with his own will. Right? Yahweh Shai did everything that the Most High God told him to do. Right? Don't lack faith, right? Keep the commandments, right? And you know what else is also good too? To always remember that, to keep your faith, right? Watch this. Let's go back to Matthew 14 and verse 36. It says, and besought him that they might only touch the hem of his garment, and as many as were touched were made perfectly whole. The hem of his garment was what? The fringes that he had on, man. Yahweh Shai was wearing fringes, right? And that's also what? Shining a light, right? And what? The fringes is what? The commandments. And what did the commandments do? They heal you. They restore you, right? They help you be born again, right? All praise to the Most High, right? Psalms 18 and verse 2. Let's get it. Psalms 18 and verse 2. Psalms chapter 18 and verses 2. We're going to read from 2 to 6. Matter of fact, we'll read from verse 1. I will love thee, O Yahweh, my strength. Yahweh is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my God, my strength, in whom I will trust, my buckler and the horn of my salvation and my high tower. I will call upon Yahweh, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from my enemies. See that? So if you call upon the Lord when the flood come, and you call upon Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, the Most High going to drive away all your enemies, man. Right? He going to just, they going to flee 7 ways, man. Right? Verse 4, the sorrows of death compass me. Right? The death is what, man? These enemies, especially the so-called white man. Esau is death. Right? And it says, and the floods of ungodly men made me afraid. See that? So these ungodly men, of course, Esau, Moabites, Ammonites, Girgashites, Hivites, Hittites, right, Amorites, all of that, man. All these nations that are round about us, man, they're gonna come in like a flood. Verse 5 says the sorrows of hell. So death and hell. When you read the book of Revelation, it tells you death and hell shall be cast into the lake of fire, right? Esau and all these damn demons, man, they're gonna be cast into the lake of fire, right? So it says the sorrows of hell compassed me about, the snares of death prevented me, right? The traps, these traps, they're the Most High, of course, he sends his strongest battles to his best warriors, man. So you have to be a warrior for the Most High, right? In my distress, I called upon Yahweh. But why? Because the Most High sends, there's a bunch of traps out here. But when you call upon the Lord, right, it says, and cried unto my God, he heard my voice out of his temple, and my cry came before him, even unto his ears. So you pray towards the east, and the Most High going to hear your prayers, man. See that? So the Most High heard the cry of Israel, because he's what? The God of Israel. So of course, man, like every other nation, they got their own gods, but your God, he's waiting for you to call upon him and follow him and do what he tells you to do. And then he what? He fights for you, right? All praises to the Most High. Let's get Luke 17 real fast. Luke chapter 17. And verse 26. It says, and as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man, right? That flood gonna come, right? But it's not gonna be that flood of water. It's gonna be a flood of nations. These nations gonna come. But either way, the Lord gonna test your faith in these last days. Right? Remain faithful and humble in these last days. It says they did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. See that? Because what? They lacked faith. But the Most High is giving you a chance. Until that sky crack, you still have a chance, man. Repent and keep these commandments while you still can, because Yahweh didn't come back yet. So until that day, you have a chance, man. Keep these commandments and stay truthful and stay faithful in this truth, right? Remember, this shouldn't be a burdensome to you. His yoke is easy, right? Take up, you know what I'm saying? Take this Salaki, I'm fumbling my words. You have to be strong and faithful and courageous, man. Right? Yahweh is your strong tower. He is your rock. Lean upon him. Cry to him. Right? Pray to the Most High. Right? He's going to test your faith. You have to be faithful. Remember, when you come into this truth, prepare thy soul for temptation, man. It's going to come to you, but you have to be prepared. Right? Don't be like those people that died in the flood of Noah. Don't be like Peter when he lacked faith. Right? You better keep that faith strong and keep it, you know what I'm saying, keep it to the end, right? Remember, because what? Matthew chapter 24 and verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. You have to have endurance in this truth. Keep the endurance alive, right? Let's get the book of Wisdom of Solomon in the Apocrypha. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 10 and verse 4. And it reads, for whose cause the earth being drowned with the flood, remember the flood of Noah, wisdom again preserved it, right? You got to have that wisdom. Keep these commandments, keep these laws, keep the statutes, and you get that wisdom, right? And of course, keep that endurance alive, man, right? And it says, wisdom again preserved it and directed the course of the righteous in a piece of wood of small value. That ark, right? But this is going to be this is spiritually, man. You got to be spiritual in this truth, man. The law is spiritual. right? Stop being so carnal-minded and be spiritual. Meditate on the laws, statutes, and commandments, right? So that's what we need to be doing. Gird ourselves with the whole armor of the Most High, right? Sirach chapter 44 and verse 17. It says, Noah was found perfect and righteous in the time of wrath. He was taken in exchange for the world, right? Therefore was he left as a remnant unto the earth when the flood came. So see that? Noah being found perfect. Why? Because he kept the commandments, man. He was perfect, he was righteous. And when that wrath come in, man, right? He was left on the earth. Him and the other 7 that was with him. The Most High only saved 8 people, right? But this time when that flood come, only 1/3 gonna make it, man. So you gotta be strapped in this truth. And when I mean strapped, I'm not talking about no guns, man. Right? I'm not talking about, hey, you got to start killing everybody. No, I'm not saying that, man. I'm saying be prepared, because when the Lord comes, remember, he come as what? A thief in the night. You're not going to know when he's going to come back. Right? The 3rd hour, the 4th hour. You don't know when the Lord coming back, but you have to be, stay strapped. I'm talking about this strap. This is the strap that you need, man. You need this more than you need anything else in the world. Stop chasing after women. Right? As SICARII Dallas says, shout out to SICARII Dallas. It says, stop chasing women. The only woman you should be chasing is wisdom. By Shema Mashiach Yahushai. So stay faithful, man. Don't lack faith. These last days, the Lord is testing. He's testing you, man. Right? Let me get this one more verse, man. One more verse. We out of here. By Shema Mashiach Yahushai. This is Ecclesiastes 8 and verse 5. Whoso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil thing. Right? See that? When you keep these commandments, no evil thing will come upon you, man. I know I said one more, but I don't get another one. The Bible is so beautiful, man. I love this book, man. Right? Isaiah 54 verse 17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise up against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of Yahweh, and their righteousness is of me, saith Yahweh. Right? You have to be strong and courageous. Be of good cheer. Don't be fearful, man. Right? Don't have no fear, man. Right? The Most High got you. Right? How the hell you gonna be fearing, man, when the Most High got you? Right? This is what you need to be doing, man. Right? If you want the kingdom, you gotta stay girded in this truth forever and ever. I mean, so like, yeah, forever and ever, man. Basically, stay forever and ever. Right? The salvation is right around the corner, man. So you have to be ready. Right? Stay strapped with the word, man. Right? Renew your mind. You know, you have to be rejuvenated in this truth, right? Daily, right? Keep this faith walk alive, because I've seen many come and I've seen many go, right? The harvest is plenty. But the workers are few, right? Only the strong survive, right? If you weak, stay home. Simple as that. If you want to be weak, hey man, listen, that's cool. Stay your ass home. But the Most High going to send the strongest warriors out there, man. And we're going to teach the people this truth, right? So, you know, keep the faith alive. These last days you're being tested, right? Satan's going to be upon all of us, just like the Most High tested Job. So you have to have that faith. Keep that faith alive. Stay girded in this truth. Remain perfect. By Shema Mashiach Yahushai. Keep the faith alive. And with that, I give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and say Shalom.